Hi, I am Muhammad Nazrul Hakimi and this is my video presentation for my project 2B, which is learning center that located at Kota Tinggi, Johor. Assalamualaikum and hi, I am Muhammad Nazrul Hakimi bin Muhammad Asrin. So today I will be presenting about my project 2B, which is a learning center. As you can see here, Batik Wajaga was the name for my building. So I will skip this part. I will continue with this part, which is this is the key plan of the site, which is Kota Tinggi. This is the location plan of the site, and I will move on to the site analysis and synthesis. There are four main focus on this part, which is the first one is the lack of pedestrian pathway and no proper linkage. The second one is there are heavy traffic density around the shop block. Third one is the site is located at the strategic place because near to the commercial area. And the last one is there has high visibility because located at the corner lot. So this is the synthesis from the analysis that I have done. The first one is I want to propose to provide pathway plus the bicycle lane to encourage the sustainable mobility. The second one is to design a new attraction building to welcoming people around the site to come. And the third one is to design a nice facade on the building that facing to the corner of the both road to attract people to come to the site. And the last one is to propose to design a drop-off area and zebra crossing on the site to facilitate the user. Move on to the main idea and the concept. Batik will be the main idea that I want to focusing on. So the issue that I found is because the batik becoming extinct in the new generation due to the rapid advancement of the technology, lack of exposure to the local is now causing the traditional art to begin to be forgotten, not inherited for the next generation, and there are no batik center around the site, which make it difficult for the people who are interested to get opportunities. So solution for the issue is to build a learning center that focus on batik, which also will be the main concept in this building. So what and why batik? Malaysia batik is known as one of the famous traditional handicraft in Malaysia. It is a printing technique known as the mencanting batik. Traditional batik was designed by using a flora and the fauna elements and well known internationally, and the art of the batik is not only loved for Malaysia but also the tourists. So design purpose of the building is to offer guidance in terms of the learning and exhibition, to promote batik to the community of the Kota Tinggi as a new attraction in the Kota Tinggi district, as a new place for the human capital development, as a place of exposure to the artistic activities. So for the target user, I'm focusing on the two main element, which is the use and the visitor. For the use, because use nowadays lack concern about it, which is a batik, and the use are creative to experiment with the fashion. Use are easy to learn and gain new knowledge. Use are more updated in the term of the current fashion. So visitor will be the second target user in this building because to attract people nearby to come to the building. Visitor can come and see the process of batik and also can join the activities, and also they can buy the craft that have been done by the learner. So the concept idea for this building is the mutualism, which is the interaction between the two or more different organisms living in the close physical association, typically to the advantage of the both, which is the organism that I focusing on in the society, which is the human, and also the art craft, which is the batik. So this is the issue where the new generation lack of exposure in terms of the traditional craft, and also they can learn and maintain the tradition because the art and craft give opportunities for the community to learn. So I want to make all of these elements have a relationship with each other to give benefit and advantage to all of them in terms to achieve the symbiosis concept, which is the mutualism. So the loop circle represent the benefit that occur in this building that will run continuously to all the elements, which is a relationship between society and the arts. So this is the precedent study that I focus, which is the first one is the complex craft Langkawi, which I focus on the concept idea. So inspiration that I get is to make us a one-stop art and handicraft center for the community, provide some of the services that will give benefit for all, help various promotion activity to attract people. The second one is the Savile Building, England. So I will focus on the form and roof making idea. Inspiration to use as a reference in terms of the roof design, which is it use the grid shell roof. Building will sitting in the natural and light sceneries. used as a reference to create a nice and eye-catching building form. The third one is the Aurit Hall India, focus on the sustainability system idea. So the system that I use is the rainwater harvesting system and also the natural lighting idea system for the building. So this is the design process. The design was start with the shape of the leaf as the main shape for this building to represent the main element in the batik, which is the flora and the fauna. From the missing form of the model, I was divided into two layers as the building has two main levels, which is the ground floor and the first floor. So the last stage, the missing form was being developed with the symmetrical element and organic element to make the design more beautiful. So space and program that I provide is the lobby, office, store, toilet, workshop, galleries, courtyard, multipurpose room, and the VR painting. So space planning. So this is the space zoning, which is they are public, semi-public, and the private. So the ground floor is the learning center is designed for the public and semi-public use for other users, and the first floor is designed for the private space as the main zoning. So this is the design approach and the design strategies. The first one is to build a courtyard in the middle of the building. The second one is to make a rainwater harvesting. The design strategies that I want to make is to create a building facade that has an attractive design. The last one is to attract users in the building with a whole new way of learning by using the technology such as a virtual reality that can give a new sense of the learning. That's all from me. Okay, move on into the second board. Here is the overall view of the site planning of my building. So the ingress will be in front of the Jalan Kolam Air and also the egress will be in front of the Jalan Abdullah. As you can see here, here is the roof design of my building, which is I also inspired from the shape of the leaf. On the backside of the building, there are also 3 pavilions that act as outdoor learning spaces. So move on into the elevation drawing, which is the west elevation and also the south elevation. So from the elevation, you can see how I'm playing with the organic shape of the leaf, which is I use the curvy line. And also on the back side of the building, they are also have a pavilion. So here, as you can see here, here is the batik element that I use on the wall to represent the batik. So move on to the sustainability design. I use the skylight atrium as a natural lighting in the building. And also they have pavilion with the water catchment because the rainfall at the Kota Tinggi is very good. So I want to use it as a recycled water to watering the surrounding greeneries. Okay, move on into the Explorer axonometry. The first one is the skylight, which is I use it as one of the sustainability design. The second one is the roof structure, which is I use the timber grid shell either as the main roofing structure and the structure will be exposed for the user inside the building. The third one is the wood louvers, which is I use it as a natural ventilation in the building. The fourth one is the first floor, which is it is designed for the private spaces as the main zoning. And also for the ground floor, I was designed it for the public user. So here is the external perspective of my building. Okay, move on to the third board. So here is the ground floor plan of my building. So from the entrance, you can see the major spaces, which is the courtyard. That will be the batik demonstration spaces. And from the entrance, you can go to the lobby, cafe, load and unload, M&E, and also there will be the stair on the both side, on the left and the right. And the back side of the ground floor, there will be the toilet, and also for the OKU, and also for the female and male. And on the right hand side, there will be the AR batik galleries, multi-purpose room, and also there will be the selling area. So for the first floor plan, there will be the batik socket and drying, batik printing, batik workshop, batik collecting room, storeroom, management room, and also VR painting room. And the last one is the prayer room for the male and female. So here is the toilet for the female and also for the male. Okay, move on to the space stabilization. So this is the space stabilization for the ground floor plan, and also this is the space stabilization for the first floor plan. So some of the program that are provided is a multi-purpose room, VR painting workshop, AR mini galleries, and also the central courtyard. So here is the section drawing of my building, which is from the section I want to show you how the roof structure that will be the exposed and can be seen by the user from the inside of the building. Okay, move on into the interior and exterior perspective. So here is the outdoor learning spaces, which is the pavilion, central courtyard, which is the batik demonstration, and the last one is the batik printing room. Okay, move on into the last board of my project. So here is the roof to foundation of my building. As you can see, I'm playing with the some of the element in this building, which is the first one is the timber brick fiber wall, suspended ceiling, timber louvers, and also the timber grade shell roof structure. So here is the special detail A, which is the detail of the timber grade shell roof structure. And also this is the special detail B, which is the detail of the suspended ceiling. Okay, move on to the building material. The first one is the timber grade shell structure. Timber grade shell is a structure with a doubly curved shape that is made of the grade timber lash. The second one is the oak cladding. The roof is clad in the plywood panel with aluminium waterproofing and a top of cladding of oak. The third one is the timber louvers. Timber louvers will be used around the building that will be function as a natural ventilation system for the building. And the last one is the metal frame windows combined with the operable louvers. So the metal or steel windows frame are incredible strength and good for the security purpose, while the timber louvers will be used as to overcome the direct sunlight to the space inside the building. Okay, move on into the design elements. The first one is the exposed roof structure, which is the grade shell. The roof structure remains exposed from the inside and is a notable feature of the building. Also add as a modern freeform structure that environmental sustainable. The second one is the central skylight. This skylight also used as a grade shell structure, same as the main roof structure. The main purpose of this skylight is to give the natural lighting to the whole building. The third one is the breathable batik pattern wall. The breathable will be used in this building because it can improve the indoor air quality and also can act as one of the facade to represent the batik itself. The last one is the temporary facade panel. This panel will be used as one of the facade of this building where they will hang the batik that will be the different changed and updated due to the new design of the batik. That's all from me. Thank you.